To my past, present, and future friends, I have decided to write this letter of apology. I have my faults. Do not judge me for doing this. Please understand I feel guilty enough for my behavior. And I hope that if you are my friend, that you will continue to stay my friend after this. I'm not a perfect person, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. I do find myself a decent person in most aspects of my life. But recently, after evaluating myself, I realize I've done some things that I'm not proud of, some things that weren't kind. This letter as a whole is not directed toward anyone in particular. In fact, it's more directed individually toward each one of you. There's pieces of it that are apologies, maybe directly towards you, directed towards someone else, but I'm directing toward it all my friends in general. Please accept my apology. I'm sorry for all the times that I didn't text you back. I'm sorry for not answering your phone calls. I'm sorry for choosing to hang out with a guy when you wanted to hang out with me. I'm sorry for all the times I woke you up to help me with something or go through something. I'm sorry for getting angry at you when it was something petty. I'm sorry for putting my needs in front of yours. I'm sorry for occasionally taking my anger on you, even if you were not the source of it and were not a part of it, period. I'm sorry for the facial expressions I give when I'm angry or sad. I'm sorry for when I get silent and it becomes very awkward. I'm sorry for making you listen to my music for hours on end. I'm sorry for all the screaming and arguing between us. I'm sorry for the times I made you worry. I'm sorry if I ever made you regret meeting me. I'm sorry if I ever made you feel stupid. I'm sorry for the negative attitude I have at times. I'm sorry for every time you doubted our friendship. I'm sorry for the excuses I've made. I'm sorry for all the times that you've seen or heard me cry. I'm sorry for when I didn't believe you or didn't believe in you. I'm sorry for making you do things that you didn't want to do. I'm sorry if I'm a distraction. I'm sorry if I'm in the way of your happiness. I'm sorry for not keeping it a secret. I'm sorry for leaving. I'm sorry for the pain I put you through. I'm sorry for causing you to cry or get upset. I'm sorry if my advice hurts you. But most of all, I'm sorry for simply not being the friend I should be. Friendship is about believing and helping to support each other. It isn't one-sided. It's all a give and take situation. No friendship will last with only one person willing to sacrifice things for the other. If you want to be a friend or have a friend, then you need to be a friend. I really am sorry for everything I apologized for, but I also realize that I'm human. I will continuously make mistakes. Sometimes the same ones. Multiple times. I don't always do it purposefully. Most of the time. But I realize now I need to say I'm sorry when the time arises. I need to be able to recognize when I'm wrong. I also need to recognize the times when I'm right. And I need to stand firm in that and believe that I am right and not give in when I'm wrong, when I know I'm right. Overall, I do hope you forgive me for all the things that apply to you in that letter. Of course, there's many more apologies, but when writing it down, you can't always think of the things that you need to apologize for. I'm also, right now, apologizing for all the things that I'm going to do in the future. I don't know what the world has in store, but I know that I will mess up again. I'm quite positive that I'll mess up again. I'm not perfect. Please forgive me.